Hello, my little friends. Welcome to the Littlestory channel. I'm Bella. Have fun and learn with today's story. Remember, every story has something special to teach you. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell so you won't miss the new stories. Shall we begin? Once upon a time, long, long ago, there were two dinosaurs who survived the meteor that wiped out almost all life on Earth. But how did they do it? That's the magical part of the story. These two unique friends survived by hiding in a cave so deep that it seemed to lead to the center of the Earth. In this hidden world, there was an entire ecosystem thriving under fertile volcanic soil. They lived there, exploring their new subterranean world and enjoying every day together. The first dinosaur was green, with shimmering scales, four agile legs, a long tail, and a duck-like bill. Yes, a duck bill that was quite curious. The second dinosaur was even stranger. It looked like a penguin but had beagle dog ears and a long, slobbery tongue. It had only two legs and penguin wings, but also a tail and a rounded beak that resembled a snout. What curious creatures they were, right? Millions of years passed, and finally, someone discovered them, Zoe, a brave and curious archaeologist. But how did she find them? What did she think when she saw these creatures? One day, while exploring ancient caves, Zoe descended into a deep tunnel that seemed endless. What could be down there? She wondered, excited. With each careful step, she went deeper into the heart of that dark cave and suddenly found something that left her speechless. Two curious eyes were watching her. Could those be dinosaurs? Zoe could hardly believe what she saw. But there they were, the two inseparable friends, looking at her as astonished as she was at them. Zoe, mesmerized, slowly approached and spoke softly so as not to frighten them. "Who are you? How did you survive for so long?" And surprisingly, the two dinosaurs seemed to trust her. Before long, they were by Zoe's side, examining her tools and trying to understand who this human was that had entered their secret world. Soon, the news spread, and scientists from all corners learned about the extraordinary dinosaurs that had seemingly survived extinction. But not everyone was as enchanted as Zoe. Some wanted to take the poor creatures away and perform experiments on them, terrifying things that Zoe would never allow. "I can't let them do this to you," Zoe said to the dinosaurs, stroking the head of the duck-billed dinosaur and the ears of the penguin-like one. "We need a plan." And so, in the middle of the night, she hid with the dinosaurs to protect them, promising that together, they would find a way to live freely and peacefully, far from the scientists who only wanted to turn them into experiments. But how would Zoe do that? Would she be able to outsmart everyone and keep her dinosaur friends safe? The adventure was just beginning, and questions hung in the air. What would happen next? As Zoe devised her plan to protect her newfound dinosaur friends, the situation grew more intense. Each passing day brought scientists closer to the cave, their excitement turning into greed. They set up camp just outside, determined to capture the elusive creatures. Zoe could hear their conversations, filled with jargon about research and experiments that sent shivers down her spine. "They can't take you away," she whispered to the dinosaurs, her heart racing with anxiety. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting eerie shadows in the cave, Zoe decided it was time to act. "We have to move. If they find you, they will never let you go," she told her friends, her voice trembling with urgency. The green dinosaur nodded, its scales shimmering in the dim light, while the penguin-like creature flapped its wings nervously, sensing the tension in the air. That night, Zoe led them through the winding tunnels of the cave, hoping to find a hidden exit that would lead them to safety. But the deeper they went, the more the cave seemed to come alive. Echoes of their footsteps bounced off the walls, and strange sounds surrounded them, whispers that made Zoe feel as if the cave itself was warning them of danger. Suddenly, a loud crash echoed from behind them. Zoe spun around, her heart pounding. The scientists had discovered their hideout. "We have to hurry," she yelled, pushing the dinosaurs to move faster. They stumbled upon a narrow passage, barely wide enough for the three of them. As they squeezed through, Zoe could hear the voices of the scientists growing louder, their excitement mixing with the fear in her heart. Just when they thought they were safe, Zoe's foot slipped on a loose rock, and she fell, scraping her hands against the rough surface. Panic surged through her as she realized she could hear the footsteps of the scientists echoing behind them, closing in. "Go! Keep going without me," she urged her friends, tears brimming in her eyes. But the dinosaurs wouldn't leave her side. The green dinosaur gently nudged her with its beak, and the penguin-like creature circled back, its beagle ears flopping in determination. "You're not alone, Zoe," seemed to be the unspoken message in their eyes. They were a team, and they wouldn't abandon each other. Just then, the scientists burst into the chamber. They were met with a sight they hadn't expected, a hidden world thriving with life, filled with colorful plants and glowing mushrooms. In the midst of it all, Zoe and the two dinosaurs stood united, facing the intruders. "Step away from them," Zoe shouted, her voice trembling but resolute. "They're not experiments, they're my friends." The scientists paused, taken aback by her bravery. But their initial shock quickly turned to hostility. "We're here to study them, not to hurt them," one scientist sneered. "But they're valuable and can't be left to roam free." Zoe's heart raced. "You don't understand. They've survived against all odds. They deserve to live in peace, just like any other creature." Just as the tension reached its peak, the green dinosaur let out a loud roar, a sound so powerful it echoed through the cave. The scientists stepped back, momentarily stunned. "What will you do now?" Zoe challenged, standing her ground. In that moment of vulnerability, something extraordinary happened. The cave trembled, and a series of glowing crystals on the walls began to pulse with light, responding to the dinosaur's roar. The ground shook beneath their feet, and the scientists scrambled for balance. "What is happening?" they shouted in fear. Zoe and the dinosaurs exchanged glances, realizing that the cave was alive, reacting to their emotions. "It's protecting us," Zoe cried, feeling a rush of hope. "We can use this to escape." But would it be enough to keep them safe? Would the cave hold its secrets long enough for them to slip away from the clutches of the scientists? As the light intensified, Zoe's mind raced with questions. What would happen next? Would they find a way out? And would they ever truly be free? The adventure was far from over. The fate of Zoe and her dinosaur friends hung in the balance, awaiting their next daring move in the heart of the earth. As the cave trembled and the crystals pulsed with light, Zoe felt a surge of determination. "We need to stick together and find a way out," she shouted over the chaos, and the dinosaurs seemed to understand her urgency. "From now on, I'll call you Luma," she said, looking at the green dinosaur with the shimmering scales. The creature's bright eyes sparkled as if it understood its new name. "And you," she continued, turning to the penguin-like friend with floppy ears, "will be named Beacon." The little creature let out a cheerful chirp, flapping its wings in agreement. With newfound hope, Zoe led Luma and Beacon through the glowing passageways, the pulsing crystals illuminating their path. The scientists were still trying to regain their balance, giving Zoe the precious moments they needed to escape. As they moved deeper into the cave, the shimmering lights grew brighter, illuminating a hidden exit that led to the surface. The trio rushed forward, hearts pounding with excitement and fear. They burst through the opening and into the fresh air of the world above, sunlight flooding their faces. "We did it!" Zoe exclaimed, hugging Luma and Beacon tightly. "You're safe now." They looked around, taking in the lush landscape surrounding them, a stark contrast to the dark cave they had just left. "This is your home now," Zoe said, grinning as she watched her friends explore the vibrant greenery. Luma waddled forward, its scales glimmering in the sunlight, while Beacon fluttered its wings, leaping and bounding with joy. Zoe knew they had a long journey ahead. They would need to find a way to keep Luma and Beacon hidden from the greedy scientists, but for now, they were free. The bond they shared deepened in that moment, a promise of friendship and adventure. Lessons from Zoe, Luma, and Beacon's adventure. The power of friendship. Zoe's bravery in protecting Luma and Beacon showed that true friendship means standing up for one another, even in the face of danger. Courage to break the rules. Sometimes, doing the right thing means breaking the rules. Zoe's choice to save her friends taught her the importance of compassion over conformity. Embracing uniqueness, Luma and Beacon, despite their unusual appearances, showed that everyone is special in their own way. Embracing differences can lead to remarkable friendships. The value of nature. The vibrant ecosystem within the cave reminded them all of the beauty and importance of preserving nature and its creatures. Hope and perseverance. No matter how difficult a situation may seem, hope can guide us through challenges. With determination and teamwork, obstacles can be overcome. As Zoe, Luma, and Beacon embarked on their new life together, they looked forward to many adventures in the wild, always remembering that they were stronger together. The world was vast and full of mysteries, and they were ready to explore it, safely and united as friends. With laughter and joy, they ventured into the sunlight, leaving behind the darkness of the cave, ready to discover the wonders of their new home. What other secrets awaited them in this enchanting world? Only time would tell, but one thing was certain: together, they could face anything. Did you enjoy today's episode? If so, please give the video a like and leave a comment below. Tell me what you learned. Share it with your friends so they can join our adventure too. Also, check out this story here, it's amazing. Trust me,